Hello ladies and gentlemen and welcome to PMB Division 2. We're here in Austria to bring you round number 1. We've got a great grid here, looking forward to a great race. And of course, I'm joined in the commentary box by Alex. How are you, mate?
I'm doing fantastic, mate. Looking forward to it.
Yes, as I'm sure all of us are. We should be getting underway in around 2-3 minutes. We're just waiting for a couple of these guys to join. So yeah, me and Alex will of course be your commentators for the rest of the season, unless Alex abandons me at some point. I'm just seeing who else are we needing to join. Do we have... I don't think we have Gregory, or...
Do we have Skeng in here?
No, we don't. No, yeah, we do. I don't think we have... What team's Gregory meant to be in? We have Ferrari, right? We don't have the other... Who's meant to be the other Mercedes? Okay, we're waiting for Caveman and Gregory.
Okay.
But yeah, so we'll give you a quick rundown of what the teams are looking like. So we have in the Mercedes Caesar Mist and Ferrari 16, the Ferraris XRTG X04 and Skengman 4. With the Red Bulls we have Wavy and JBL, who isn't actually with us today. McLaren is Pama and Sinister, both of those guys here, with Toxic and Danny, also both of them here in the Renaults. The Alpha Tauris we have Jack Osh, who actually got a podium in the last test race, and with him is Caveman Boot 11. The racing points are OriginalBlazerz and GXL Dragon. GXL, I think, has got a good chance at the championship, but we'll see if Wavy, Sinister, if those guys can put up a fight. But Dragon isn't actually with us today either. Alfa Romeo, we have Gregory and Rodri. Haas, we have McConkey, and we had a guy come in last minute to fill that seat, and it was... give me a moment. It is Remix. And then in the Williams we have James B 2004 and Sean Mack 74. So we've got a good grid. Very different skill sets. So I imagine we'll have a couple guys battling up the front, and then from there we'll see what happens. I don't know who we're actually waiting for. We do have guys readying up now. I'll go ping people who haven't pinged their seat. Chose their seats actually. I think the Caesar Mist in now.
Hoping not to put a commentator's curse on anyone at the moment.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. I'm trying to see who have we not got. It's not in their seat. Remix. Is that the only one? Because I swear I saw what's his name in here as well. Or did he leave?
It's only Remix who hasn't picked a seat.
Remix going to that movement. Stream name PMB's the _F1 _league, I think.
Yeah.
It's something like that. And there we go, yeah, he's in the Haas now. Okay, that's everyone, I think. So we are getting ready to go here in Austria.
Is everyone ready up?
Division 2, ready up. I realize I haven't given some of these guys the roles that they need, but let me actually go stop the music and switch to this. So,
why am I getting ready to race?
Austria, short qualifying. Of course, short qualifying, then 50% race. Then we also have formation lap. Isn't on, I forgot to turn that on. Okay, well, my headset just came unplugged for the last like 2-3 minutes. That's great.
I was
Um,
wondering why you had gone.
yeah, I was speaking to myself apparently. But yeah, this loading screen's taking its time, so hopefully the lobby's fine. Hopefully we're not gonna have to go restart the lobby. I think we might just be waiting for people to pick their tire compounds.
Yeah, as no one seems to be pressing ready though on our
Which is
screens.
weird. I don't know what's happening here. I've got a message from someone. Rodri. Oh, Rodri needs an invite. Oh, there we go. We've loaded in now. I thought Rodri was in. Invite to game. And why can't I hear audio all of a sudden?
Not good.
Give me a minute to sort that out. Things aren't going well. Actually, no, it's not that I want. It's, we do have a dry qualifying. So that's good. It's... Oh, we have a Haas going out already. That's pretty quick.
Wow, I haven't loaded in.
Oh, that's great. Right, I should have audio now. No, I don't. What's happened to my audio? I honestly don't know what's happened to my audio. It's this I want. And it should be monitoring. But it's not. And then... There we go. Right, I've got audio now. Okay, well this has been a little bit messy. So yes, we are here in Austria for Division 2. Division 2, of course, the slower division, with Division 1 having the quicker drivers. But this track, Austria, it's a good short track, only 10 corners, but it has the chance... Ooh! There's a bit of contact there between, I believe that's Skangman and a Mercedes. I don't know who the Mercedes was. Is I just go and get the track Mac up? It's, I don't know why I said track Mac. As Remix will be the first one to go on his flying lap, and as he's doing that, let's take you through the lap. Around turn 1, you want to kind of get a lot of curb on the entry to that, and then swing in down to 4th gear. There, now you're coming up around turn 2, which isn't really a corner, but it gets counted as a corner anyway. Shifting down very quickly into turn 3, trying not to lock up as Remix did. Then you're down the long DRS straight. Of course, the straight before this was also DRS. You then come down into turn 4. You want to try and get as tight to the inside curb as you can. That was a great line through there. Now you want to kind of gain as much time as you can, trying to get as close here, riding up that curb, trying to get a good launch into this corner, riding that curb as well. It's all about carrying the minimum speed through these few corners. Everyone on softs but Caesar missed as well. Turn 8, it's not really a corner, it's just basically the exit of turn 7. Now we have turn 9, shift down once, not braking that much, trying to get into good line on the inside, and then same there with turn 10, although he doesn't really get a good line through there, and he says a 106.2. Next up we have a Williams of James B with a 104.4. Alex, you're not talking much. Ferrari 16 goes P3 with 105.3, with Skyman going on provisional pole with 103.9, and Samuel Harvey, our reserve for the Racing Point today, 104.7. Toxic Alfie 104.6. Ooh, it's a spin for Caesar missed at turn 1. XRTGX with 104.9, Pound with 105.1, Jack just at time on 131.6. I don't know how he's done that, but he's done that. He's now McConkey coming across the line, setting up with 105 flat. Skangman goes P1 with a 103.9. That's a good lap from him.
Skangman is letting quite a lot of people pass, causing the yellow flag in sector 2.
So do we have a Sinister on an out lap? He'll be the next to set his time.
Then we have Caesar missed to set a lap as well. on
Oh, is that who set a
mediums
lap?
as well.
No, he hasn't. No, because he binned it at turn 1. He's going to need to pit for damage. I think I did see someone set 10, but I'm not sure who it was. But yeah, I think Sinister's the next one.
Coming around the last turn.
Improve his time, he's on an outlap.
Ooh, a 104.7. Putting him P7.
Oh, Jack, oh. I thought you were on about Sinister then, like, Alex, he's on an outlap. But obviously not. Obviously it wasn't Sinister you were on about, as we're now on board with Sinister coming up to turn 2. We do, of course, still have 5 drivers yet to set a lap. Rodri, Danny Lynch, Caesar, Sinister, and Sean Mack, all of them wanting to be like setting good laps. Of course, Caesar missed and Sinister, they look pretty quick. Rodri we saw in the Division 1 race on Tuesday, he's decided to drop down to Div 2, and he's now getting out of the way of Sinister.
Ferrari is heading into pits after getting a very nice 105.2.
In P11, yep.
Ooh. Will Jack go into pits or will he?
Nah, Jack will come in. He's already worn down the softs enough doing 2 laps on them. And now we see Sinister coming around the final corner. What time will he set on the softs? It's going to be a 104.2, which is good enough for P4. Look how close that gap is between Samuel and Sinister. It is very, very close.
Very close. Because Rodri is only just setting his lap as he did join late.
Well, Rodri on the mediums as well. So don't expect anything special from him. It'll just be a banker lap to see kind of where his pace is. James Beach doesn't.
Getting close to Jensen now.
Who's Jensen?
XR2D, sorry, my bad.
Oh, Jesus, Alex.
I'm so used to it. I'm so used to it, I can't help it.
Oh no. If you're going to do comms, you need to get used to that. Carrying as much speed as you can through here. That was a good line. Not getting as much curb on the exit though. He has no hands either. I'm a bit concerned.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Yeah, I think this is some this is a new strategy, driving with no hands.
Ooh, goes quite wide on that last turn.
P13.
Getting a 105.4.
Maybe if you tried putting his hands on the wheel, it would be a quicker lap.
Ooh, Sean is setting his lap now.
Oh yes, so he is. Good call. He's just gone around turn 3 down the main straight. He's going slowly actually. He hasn't activated DRS. I can't tell. No, he doesn't have damage.
Ooh.
Is he in low fuel mode? No, I doubt he'll be in a low fuel mode. I don't know what's happened to Sean Mack here. He was on a flyer there. But as I said, I've got no clues. We see Caesar missed also on a flyer on the mediums. He sat at 16.5 in the first sector. I don't know how good that is compared to everyone else. But Sinister, he went on pole with 103.8. He must have just done that.
Ooh.
That's a good lap from him, over a 10th quicker than Skangman.
Looking at Toxic, setting a lap, Jack, XRTG04, OriginalBlazerz, Hammer, Sean, and Caesar Mist all setting a lap.
Yeah, well, we're currently on board with Caesar Mist. Let's see what he can do. He's now coming up to turn 9. Who was that just improved? I saw someone shoot up there. It might be Nahas, I don't know. But now activating DRS, where's Caesar Mist going to go? He's going to go P14, the 105.9. These mediums don't look to be very quick right now. Is that rain?
127.
Did I just see rain? Or was I seeing things?
I have no clue.
That looked like rain. But it doesn't look like it's raining when I go on board. Okay, that was weird.
Might be a bug. Can't got bug.
Okay, that was really weird. Oh wow, I don't think that was right. Ooh! As Skangman loses it at turn 1, takes a little bit too much curb on the inside, and just loses the rear end. That is not good news for him. Who's closest to completing a flyer? It looks like Wavy as Sean Mack goes P12 on 105.0. Wavy sets a 103.7 and takes P1 from Sinister. Behind him will be a Renault of Toxic Alfie. I don't think he's improved any. Is now Danny Lynch is on his flyer. We then have a Racing Point of OriginalBlazerz coming into the pits. I don't know who's behind him. We've got a Haas coming into the pits. The other Haas behind him, I think, is on a flyer. This is McConkey. What can he do? He's on an outlap. He's not on a flyer. Jack looks like to be the next one. He's on 2 laps on these softs, so I don't actually know, but he did look like he was up some time in the second sector. Whoa, okay, downshifting a lot into turn 9, so interesting there. Down to 4th, up short shifting up to 5th, and it's good enough for P7 with a 104.4. Oh my god, that gap between James and Jack.
Oh my.
Oh my god, and even Toxic Alfie. Wow, that gap between 6th and 7th, sorry, 6th and 8th is only,
Danny Lynch is coming across the line.
5 100ths. It's 5 1,000, sorry.
7, putting him P10.
P10, yep. That is good for
8
him.
8 minutes remaining.
Yeah, so we now see a Mercedes coming out the pits, as well as a Haas and a Williams who is actually coming in. So that's XR. I was going to say XRTG. It's not. It's Remix coming out of the pits, and then in front of him is Caesar Mist.
Ooh.
I don't know who this is, but he's joined the session.
I don't think he's on my friend's list.
He's not on mine. I don't think he's a driver.
I need to turn off my wheel. I have no clue why I have it turned on, but I have it turned on. As we see McConkey coming around turn 4. Ooh, he spins. Oh no. Is that damage? Okay.
Oh, that's not good for him.
Has he got damage? He's lucky to come out of that with no damage. With that spin. Ooh, that is quite unfortunate for the lad.
I should find out who's just joined the session.
As that seems to be a Ferrari going slow. I think it's a Ferrari.
And things as well, I don't think we have any way of removing him from the session.
Yeah, I don't think there is, actually.
Oh, Ferrari 16 leaves the session.
Ooh. We might gonna have to...
And Johnson has left the session as well, so that's good. We've got no clue who he was.
I'll go and add Ferrari back.
Yeah, please do that. I'm trying to see who will be the next one to set a flyer. Looks like Remix, who's now coming across the line, to set a 106.2 on the softs. He was slower than his original lap time. Behind him is the Williams, but he's on an outlap. That was Sean Mack there. We then have OriginalBlazerz, who goes P1 to 103.7. Samuel Harvey is, for some reason, on 6-lap-old softs.
Ooh.
I don't know what he's up to, but if he doesn't improve his time, he's going to be starting the race on those softs.
Oh no, that is not going to be good for him.
Yeah,
oh, it says a yellow flag. Is that Skaneman who is off? It is. Both of the friends, Skaneman.
Ooh, Rodri spun.
Ooh.
Rodri spun on the start-finish straight. He was on a flyer as well, so that's not going to be good for him.
Ooh.
So he's going to want to kind of get out of the way of people.
Been a good lap as well.
Toxic Alfie also on 6-lap-old softs.
Ooh.
I don't know what these guys are doing then.
They need to
7
swap
6
tyres
level softs,
immediately.
yeah. They're
As
they're
we
getting
only
to pit
are coming in
instantly.
4 minutes left.
Trying to see who's on a flyer. Is that Jack on a flyer? Yes, it is. Coming around the final corner, activating DRS with a 106 point. And 107.0, that's 2.6 seconds slower than his time, which put him in P9. Next up, we have the 7-lap-old softs guy. Oh, look at the front wing on the start-finish straight there from Rodri. Samuel, of course, does not improve because he is on now 8-lap-old softs. He's going to need to pit on lap 1. If not,
that is not going to be good for him.
He's going to be.
As
He's
he is,
to pit lap 2 or 3.
He is driving extremely slow. I think he might be in low fuel mode. Yes, he is.
Nah, I was about to say, yeah, the yellow flags would be out. As we now see Sinister, who is on his out lap. We have a Alfa Romeo coming into the pits now. We have Sean Mack also coming into the pits. Jack will be coming to the pits
on
as
a
well.
fast lap.
McConkey, is that who's
Coming
behind
around.
Jack? Yes, it is.
Second to last turn. Coming up to the last turn.
Ooh, we hit the sausage curve. That's not what you want to do through there.
Gone very wide, not improving his time.
Ooh, he was slower by 8 100ths. That's, if he didn't mess up the last corner, he would have improved there.
Yes, he probably would have at least got into maybe 11th, maybe 10th.
But Samuel is now pushing.
Ooh.
So he wasn't in low fuel mode. He must have been trying to save his tires now. Which I don't know why, considering he's on 8-lap-old softs.
Well, I
we
think
have...
he is pitting, but I don't think he's going to have enough time to set another lap.
No, he will not. We have Sinister now across the line. Goes P1 for the 103.3. Wow. That is much quicker. That's 4/10 quicker than what OriginalBlazerz set. We then have the outlap, which just finished for Remix. Is that XRTGX? No, it's not. It's his teammate Skangman, who's now also on his flying lap. Behind them is Jack.
And I'm going to set a very, very slow lap as he gets a 1:10 coming across the line. Well, 1:08.6 coming across the line. Not
of course, XRTG it just swapped onto the mediums. Interesting call from him as well. Usually people go on the mediums at the start of the session, but that's an interesting strategy call from him. As we now see the Red Bull of Wavy coming across to finish his outlap and start his normal lap. His flying lap. I'm trying to see what's happening.
Ooh, I just saw someone set a fastest first sector.
But now we see Remix coming across the line to set a 106.4, 2/10 slower than his original lap time. So that's not going to do well for him. I think that's Skangman going P2 with a 103.4. And then behind them is Sean Mack, who was 4 seconds slower in his lap. Yes, Derp, Jensen is racing, and he has been for about a week now. I swear, the amount of people that ask me, wait, Jensen's racing? But no, he's I put it in the thing a couple of weeks ago, like a week ago. Let's see. Of course, Jensen is XRTGX. But here comes Wavy. Wavy looking to set a quick lap. Let's see what he can do. Is now qualifying is over. Wavy not improving. So he's going to be starting P4, maybe even lower if the people behind him improve. We now see Caesar Mist. What can he do? 6/10 quicker. It goes P5 with the 104.2. We now see Rodri coming around the last corner. He's now going to cross the line and set a 104.4, which is P9. We now see the Williams of Sean Mack coming around the last corner. Let's see what he can set. Activating DRS and setting a 105.03. It's not enough to improve his position though. And then behind him is McConkey on 4-lap-old soft. Goes up to P13.
Set a 103.5.
He doesn't improve either.
Ooh.
Okay, well this is the grid for the first race of the season. Sinister takes pole with Skangman P2. I did not expect that at all from Skangman. I expected like Wavy or Blazers to be up there, but obviously not.
That is going to be very good for the Ferraris today. If Skeng can actually get up to P2 and
Well,
stay
here
in P2.
Is your grid. Sinister starts in P1 with Skangman and OriginalBlazerz right behind him. Wavy then joins OriginalBlazerz on the second row of the grid. Behind them, Caesar Mist, Samuel Harvey are reserved in the racing point. Pama, Danny Lynch, Rodri, and then James B finishes off the top 10. Outside the top 10 were Jack, Alfie, McConkey, XRTG XO4, Sean Max 74, Ferrari 16, and Remix. I thought we had more of a grid than that, but no, we did only have 17. That's about right, because we don't have one driver here. So yeah, really close qualifying there. Especially between, if you look at the gap between P7 and, I can't remember what position that is, because it disappeared. There was quite a little gap between those two, so this race should be close, so sit tight as we're away to get underway, and I think I forgot to enable formation lap, so I don't think we're going to have a formation lap. So, Alex, who would you say we've got to look out for today?
Looking good. The McLaren are looking good, I'll tell you that.
Yes, Sinister up in P... What was that, P3? P4? Or was he on pole?
I think it was P1.
Oh, yeah, sorry, he was on pole. Yeah, he was. And then Pama down in what was P7 or 8? So that's good for him. As now our drivers readying up, just confirming their strategies for the end of the race. We've got a good race in store. So as I said, sit tight, don't look away. We've got a good one. 10 seconds till we start, and as I said, I don't think we have a formation lap. So we're getting right into the action here at Austria. And here we go. 3, 4, 5 red lights, and we are go here in Austria. Sinister gets a good start, but Skangman is still along beside him. Wavy gets up to P3 from OriginalBlazerz. Yeah, Sinister got a really good start there, so did Wavy. I see an end plate coming off that looked like a Renault. Caesar missed up past Pama. And also there looks like there's a couple incidents further back. Now as we look further back, Toxic Alfie looking for a move on Rodri in the racing point. He gets that done as Rodri goes wide, and so does also Samuel Harvey, which gives James B the position. Position change. Alex, you're meant to be filling instead air. So Wavy up.
Looking like a battle between the Ferrari and Danny Lynch, as Danny Lynch does overtake XRTG04.
Sinister is already 1.5 seconds ahead of Wavy, so he's really pulled away with this. Of course, Wavy up to second now, past Skangman for P2. He got a really good start. As now see Caesar missed going for a move on Skangman, and now he's spun.
Skeng off. Oh no.
Caesar missed, went for a move down the inside of turn 9, but just clipped the rear wheel of the Ferrari driver and just spun. So I'm surprised that wasn't actually a safety car, or at least a VSC. Samuel Harvey
spun again.
That is not good for him. He must have a hot. His tire temps must be pretty high. So what an eventful first lap. Oh god. Yeah, his tire temps will be through the roof right now.
He's gonna have to cool those down in the straight before going into turn 1. There seems
where the battles are.
to be a battle between Caesar and Ferrari for P14.
The two Mercedes
Caesar
teammates.
pulls away. Danny Lynch looks like he's closing up on McConkey.
Yeah, we could have a battle for P8 here between 3 drivers. As someone spun, or someone's off the track at turn 3. I don't know who that was. I think that was Samuel again. Skangman steals fastest lap from Sinister with 106.9. So of course Skangman started P2, but has lost that position to Wavy. Wavy had a great start, up 2 positions by the end of lap 1. As we see a Renault spinning around, and he collects the Ferrari of XRTG.
Oh no.
That's not good for him. Danny Lynch, of course, spun on the exit at turn 1 and then collected the Ferrari drivers. Did just see an end point flying. Caesar Mist gets past the Haas of Remix. Remix dropping down to Danny Lynch now as well. I think Remix might have had damage. No, he doesn't. I did see an end plate flying, but I'm not too sure who it was. Wow, this has been eventful.
Someone both in the pits. Seems to be a battle between McConkey and Jack Osh.
Yeah, McConkey getting really close to the back of Jack now. 5 tenths between them as SRTG X gets past Ferrari 16 into turn 4.
There also seems to be a battle for P11 here.
Someone's lost it. Sean Max lost it at turn 8. Pretty easy to do through there.
Good for
you
Sean.
just lose the rear end coming out of the exit. And now, yes, we see DRS, of course, activated now. So McConkey will be looking for a move past Jack into turn 1. But he's not going to get it done. He's going to try and get that done into turn 3 or 4 then. Of course, the DRS before both of those corners as we now go on board with McConkey. He's actually fallen a bit back from turn 1. Jack must have got a better exit from him. Ooh, there was contact there.
Rodri takes over Palmer going along turn 3.
Okay, so that's now Rodri up to P5 from starting P9. He's already up 4 positions in the first 4 laps. Well, that's Sean Mack up 6 positions and McConkey up 5. McConkey looking to make 6 with a move on Jack, but Jack's still pulling away, managing to fend off against the Haas behind with DRS. Of course, Sinister still leading this race by quite a bit. Is that Toxic Alfie? No, sorry, that's Samuel. Already away to be lapped. He's not had a good start to this race. Of course, he isn't a full-time driver in that racing point. He is a reserve.
Yes. Ooh, it also looks like because of that crash between
McConkey gets finally past Jack down the start-finish straight. Under DRS, Jack takes a interesting line through there. The mega inside line by just cutting the corner. So yeah, well done for that, Jack. Sorry, you were saying?
Toxic has gone onto the hard tyres after that spin with Samuel. As everyone else are staying on the softs, except from Jack, who is on the mediums.
Yeah, so Jack could actually be a shout here on those mediums. Of course, he started on them as well. So yeah, this could be interesting to see how the strategy plays out. The one stop, I believe it should be, as we have another random guy join. I don't know how that's happened, but it's happened. But now, let me take a look. Sinister. Oh, Wavy's actually closing the gap to Sinister. Sinister says fastest level 106.7. Wavy now got within a second of the race leader, so he will be trying to get past him with DRS here. But Sinister, of course, getting DRS from the back marker.
Ooh, that looks like a bit of a corner cut from Jack Osh there.
Oh, 2 laps in a row. Jeez, Jack. Calm down. As we have 2 cars in the pits. That is that both the... No, it's not. It's James B and Caesar Mist. I thought that was both the Mercedes for a minute. That would have been an interesting strategy call from them. Maybe they had Ferrari race engineers.
Ooh,
but yeah,
OriginalBlazerz is catching up to Skaman here.
But yeah,
as they go around this, I forgot which turn it is. I haven't done my research.
Jesus, Alex. But yeah, Wavy seems to close that gap under DRS, but it's whether he can stay within the DRS now. Oh no, Sinister! That is not good from him. Sinister, of course, takes the wrong line through that last corner, loses the rear end, and ends up in the wall. He's now got front wing damage, so this really shakes things up the front, so he will have to pit as Wavy takes the lead of this race.
Ooh, that looks like P15 battle here between Toxic and James, as well as Caesar.
But we actually see Blazers right behind Skangman now with DRS, and that's a weird camera angle. I don't know why it's giving us these. But yeah, he'll be wanting to make a move into turn 1. Next lap is Danny Lynch, that's the fastest lap of 106.6. XRTG X comes into the pits for hard tires. he's the only one that's actually in the pits this lap. So he drops down the order. It's not been good for him as we now see Sinister drop down to P4. But it's not been a good exit from Skangman as we now see Blazers going for the move into turn 8. But there was contact which caused Blazers... Yeah, Blazers hit his side pod and he just got sent careening into the battery. And we do have the safety car out on track now. This is going to really affect strategy. But wow, of course. Jeez, wow.
For this. Ooh. The safety car won't be staying out for long as there wasn't very much. Oh, as the McLarens are double stacking in the pits.
Yeah, that's not going to work in Palma's favor. As he will get held up by Sinister. But Wavy is up from P4 into P1 now. As of course Sinister had that mistake coming around the final corner. This will actually aid Sinister, as he will be... He is actually in P5, he's kept P5. But he will be hoping to capitalize on the safety car.
Ooh, Palma has left the session. Oh no.
I don't know what's happened there then.
Invite.
Go send him. I don't know what I'm joining as Wavy now comes into the pits.
I've invited Palmer.
Alright, so who's this going to put into the lead then? This is going to put Jack into the lead of this race on the safety car restart. Unless Wavy can get out of the pits in time. This is going to be close.
It's going to be very head-to-head.
But Jack
goes into P1.
Takes the lead as this race.
And Jack has a 10 position.
Ooh!
Overtake.
Wavy! Wavy not expecting Jack to brake as soon as he did for the safety car and just goes flying past him. Luckily, no damage for either of them. So that puts Jack in the... Ooh, Jack!
Oh, Jack has gone off the track there.
Jesus Christ, Jack. But yeah, so this puts Jack in the lead of the race, but Jack will probably need to pit again later in the race.
Yes.
Of course, Wavy behind him on the hards and the Skangman, and Rodri behind him on the mediums. Now Sinister and P5 on the hards. This will really benefit him after that incident around the final corner, which lost him the lead of this race. Remix, and then the two Hasses in P6 and 7 with the OriginalBlazerz in P8. He was looking for a move into P3 earlier, but had contact with Skagman, which I believe is what actually brought out the safety car.
Yes. As we're looking at, Jack, Remix, and Ferrari still need a pit, as this is going to be a very difficult way for these guys to actually move up in positions if they don't pit.
Yeah, Jack's going to want to try and pull away here, so he does have a decent gap to pit. Of course, Wavy behind him on the hards, but it's more Skagman and Rodri needs to worry about on those fresh mediums. You know, this will help people further back, like XRTGX, because Jensen, of course, he had that. Danny Lynch, of course, spun out of turn 1 and collected XRTG with him, so he'll be hoping to capitalize on that. Sorry, the safety cars. You just see Jack nearly rear-end the safety car there. What was that noise you just made? Oh, that's going in the highlights. We do have Toxic Alfie gets a 5-second penalty for collision with James and B. Safety car collisions, Jesus Christ, they're horrible. Who are we waiting to catch up?
5-second time.
This Ferrari overtakes James. I don't know what's happened there.
We are waiting for Caesar and Sam.
Yeah, that's who we are waiting for to catch up.
Jacob, we're not reading chat.
Hang on, what people are in chat? I just heard the follow noise. Oh, okay, it's just Derp laughing at people for pitting early. Who is that that followed? Thank you for the follow, Fire Phoenix. We do see Sinister get a 5-second penalty for collision with Rodri.
So he's got a 5-second penalty, as well as Rodri.
Yeah, of course, if you hit someone under safety car, they will also get a penalty.
As safety car is coming in this lap, as Jack is probably.
Oh, so it is. We see Skangman go a bit wide on the last corner. I couldn't speak there, but yes, Jack gets a good restart, pulling away from Wavy now, but Wavy will want to close that up as quick as he can. Of course, Jack will need to pit again. We see James B get past up to P10. Derp, I'm surprised you weren't following us before. I'm kind of insulted. But yeah, Jax keeps P1 and he is pulling away now as he Toxic Alfie past Pama. Wavy actually coming under pressure from Skangman. We do have yellow flags. Samuel Harvey retires from the session. Skangman gets past Wavy into turn 4. Thank you for the follow, Freddy. Jesus, we're getting a bunch of followers. But yes, Skangman up into P2 now, taking it from Wavy. But of course, Skangman on the fresh mediums compared to those fresh softs. I can't speak. Fresh hards for Wavy. Now we see the two Haas cars battling. McConkey looking for a way past his teammate into the last corner, but Blazers, they're going 3 wide into the turn 9. Blazers takes both of them. That's a double overtake from Blazers. Shot at James B, also part of this battle now. Wow, this is a big problem. Okay. James B going for a move on McConkey into turn 1. Where Blazers overtook both McConkey and Remix through there. This has not been a good few corners for the two Haas cars. Luckily, both of those Haas cars have lasted more than 3 corners, unlike Mazepin earlier today. As we now see Toxic Alfie diving and XRTG, and Jesus, Sean Mack just lost about 4 positions in 1 corner. And now we see XRTG joining this battle. We see Toxic Alfie and Remix battling. I don't know why the game's giving us this weird camera angles. As that was very close. Caesar Mason now up the back of XRTG. Jack and Rodri having a battle closer up the front, but this battle with the back's more exciting. Jack now down to P3. He's lost that P1 to Skangman. And Wavy has some yellow flags in sector 3. That is for Rodri.
Oh, that is Rodri off the track. It's going to push him back so far.
And now, of course, DRS
is now enabled.
Wow, this battle for 5th is going to get interesting, man.
Hammond has rejoined.
The DRS train start. But now here comes James B looking for a move on OriginalBlazerz. He's got the inside line. That was an easy move for him down the inside of turn 3. As I see XRTG past Toxic Alfie. There's a 3-way battle right now for P8. Of course, Toxic Alfie now dropped down 2 positions. Caesar missed, looking for the move down the inside. Doesn't get it done. And now XRTG, of course, forced onto that outside line. But there was contact between XRTG and Toxic Alfie. Causing Toxic to spin. And XRTG somehow actually got past Caesar there as well.
And his headset is unplugged. But Sinister is getting close to overtaking Jack Osh here. Going around the last turn.
So he is. Whose headset's unplugged?
Yours. You went completely quiet, mate.
I didn't, but okay, I just stopped talking.
Nah, as well. Ooh, that looks like another yellow flag.
That's it, that's Pama. But now we see Sinister going for the move under DRS. Easy move for Sinister there. Didn't even have to get it done into the corner.
Pama retires after
on track as well. If this brings out a safety car, he will be getting the consequences from that. It doesn't seem like it is, though. But now we see further back, Jack now falling prey to James, who's right behind him with DRS. Those mediums not doing too well for him there. Of course, James looked for a move down the inside of turn 5.
XRTG is looking for this overtake on Caesar, missed at the moment. As they come around, coming close to sector 3.
But I imagine James is going to want to get this move on Jack done in
Ferrari to get pit stop.
Yeah, of course, those guys will have to pit in a couple of laps. of course, Jack and James, OriginalBlazerz, actually joining this battle as well for P4. Jack's really fallen down the order since the safety car restart. Of course, he was leading the pack on the restart, but has now dropped down to P4, possibly even P6 if both these guys behind him get him.
Yes, and looks like Danny Lynch is also looking to take Caesar now, as he overtakes XR2G.
We have yellow flags in Sector 2 for, I believe that's the Renault of Toxic Alfie. I don't know why I'm there. I think he maybe dipped onto the grass on the exit of Turn 5.
Danny Lynch gets his fastest Sector 1 as they now enter Sector 2.
I'm trying to see where's all the battles happening. Caesar
goes
Mist
on the
and
grass.
Lynch are both pretty close to each other. But I think the main battle right now is between Jack and James, and then Blazerz behind them, and McConkey might be able to catch up as well.
Yes, indeed. Danny Lynch is getting very, very close to Caesar at the moment as he goes on the grass.
But here comes James B under DRS. Jack getting DRS from Sinister as well. Down the inside goes James, gets the move done through Turn 1. Jack loses another position.
That is unfortunate for him.
And he looks like he might be a way to lose the next one to Sinister, who goes down looks to go down the inside into Turn 3. Jack, it didn't look like he left him much space there, but they managed to keep it clean, no contact there. Of course, both these guys will be getting DRS. McConkey has now got within a second of OriginalBlazerz, so he'll be joining this battle in a bit. Maybe also looking for a way past Jack. Geez, everyone's just jumping on the let's get past Jack bandwagon.
Yes. Ooh. This XTCX remix overtakes Ferrari in the pits, which means Ferrari is now moving onto the mediums.
I just realized how confusing this is. We have a guy called Ferrari in the Mercedes. That doesn't make sense, but here we go. We see James B and Jack now jumping into the pits to change those mediums out. Sorry, James B actually on 10 lap old soft.
Caesar is looking now to take over Danny.
Yeah, he has been for a couple laps.
As well as Sean. Sean is looking to get that P9 off Rodri.
We are having a bunch of fierce battles across the grid. It just shows you how close Division 2 is. Division 1 is also quite close. So, if you missed the Division 1 race last week, so just PMB on YouTube, you'll find it.
Don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah, you'll find the highlights of that race on there, as well as the full race replay. This one will, of course, be posted afterwards as well. But Danny Lynch has actually closed up the gap to McConkey.
Danny is, he's getting quite close.
Danny is on a charge up the field, with the safety car really benefiting him. Of course, now DRS looking for a move down the inside of McConkey, gets it done before he even hits his braking zone. Shows you how powerful DRS is through there. Danny Lynch now at P5. Danny Lynch, of course, spun at Turn 1 earlier in this race. So the safety car really, really helped him here.
Yes, indeed. We are looking at McConkey getting... Ooh, he's dropping back.
Yellow flags in Sector 2. Who's that for? I believe that's Toxic Alfie. Yes, Toxic Alfie has spun at Turn 3.
Ooh, that is not going to be very good for him, as he is now 35 seconds behind Ferrari.
And now we see Rodri get past XRTGX. But McConkey is now coming under pressure from Caesar Mist, who loses the rear end through Turn 8, I believe, but he doesn't, he keeps the car stable, managed to recover it, but that was very close to being him in the barriers. We do have yellow flags again for Toxic Alfie. Either he's spun or he's letting people pass, but he's staying there for quite a while, so I believe he's spun.
And he's going the wrong way. Now he's going the right way.
And now we see Caesar under DRS looking for a move on McConkey, gets it done easily. Can McConkey fight back into Turn 3? No, he doesn't. Yellow flags again as
Toxic
Alfie
has
spins.
got extremely warm tyres. I don't think he is going to be racing. I don't think he's going to be catching up to Ferrari, sorry, as he is now gone back to 1:10 behind. Oh, as he spins off the track again.
Yeah, he's not having a fun time. Only 2-lap-old soft as well. So you see Rodri and XRTG get past McConkey as well. What's happened to McConkey? McConkey spun at turn 4.
Ooh, no. That is unfortunate for McConkey as he was in the points.
Yeah,
Looking forward to
McConkey
it.
now dropped
As
out of
there
the
is
points.
another yellow flag for Toxic.
Yeah, Toxic. Just don't go full on the throttle when speeding back up, or you will spin.
He's going to need his tyres to cool down as his tyres are extremely warm after that first initial spin going on for grass.
Well, this safety car's also helped XRTG, as he, of course, got collected when Danny Lynch spun at turn 1, which was unfortunate for him. Of course, it was something out of his control that took him out and made him, I believe, have to pit. But yeah, he's now back up into P8. And of course, McConkey now coming into the pits drops down to P13.
Ooh, yeah. I think he might have had that first initial damage, which absolutely screwed him.
Yeah, as I said, he spun at turn 3, and he was up there battling for P6 as well. So that's very, very unlucky for him. And now we see Toxic Alfie spin again.
That is unfortunate for him.
Yeah,
again.
Another spin for the Renault driver. Of course, his teammate up in P5. I can't remember where Toxic Alfie qualified. Let me go check. No, it's not interval I want. Who currently has the fastest lap, actually? Oh, and he's spun again. Currently with the fastest lap is actually Toxic Alfie's teammate with a 106.6, which is Danny Lynch. And now we're just watching Toxic Alfie spin. Toxic Alfie started P12, so he's not had the best of the races. Yellow flags around Sector 1. That's Jack, spun at turn 3.
Oh, no. From P1 all the way down to P11, that is not good for Jack.
Yeah, of course he was leading.
Toxic spins again at turn 1.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, so Jack, of course, started P1 during the restart, dropped down to P4, had to pit for fresh tyres, and now he's spun and down in P11. Trying to see, I don't think there's any really close battles anywhere. Blazers is actually closing the gap to Sinister for P3 as we see Toxic Alfie spin again.
I'm not even going to say anything anymore. He's just getting so unlucky here.
It's so unlucky. It's his own fault. He's really warming up those tires from, like, of course, spinning them to try and spin himself back round. And he just goes too quick back onto the throttle.
Spinning.
No, it's not.
That is.
It's the other one. Who do you think
the
it
other
was?
Renault.
I'm sorry, Alfie, if you're watching this, but you're not having a fun time, mate.
This OriginalBlazerz, the only one in DRS, as well as James B
is within DRS as his teammate.
I think them two are going to be trying to get slipstream on each other.
Yellow flags in Sector 2
Toxic spins again.
for Toxic. Oh, James B actually gets past Sean Lack.
Gone. Those two are just completely slipstreaming each other, as well as McConkey
Toxic spinning again.
Are both within DRS of each other. Once again, trying to push themselves further into the points.
Yeah, of course, we do now have 13 laps left in this race.
Wavi is looking like he might be close and getting closer to Skangman here.
Yeah, he is. He's really closing that gap. Skangman, of course, was looking really good in the test sessions, but his consistency really didn't help him at all. Of course, in the final test session, which was around Canada, I may or may not have just dropped my controller. We're going to ignore what happened there. Is now we see, I'll go back to talking about Skangman later, because OriginalBlazerz going for moving to P3. Round turn 1, easy move there under DRS, but Sinister fighting it back. Of course, Blazers keeps the DRS, as he was within a second. He was behind him at the activation point, but Sinister will get DRS back down this next straight. This is going to be a really interesting battle over the next few laps, both of them on the same worn cars. But yes, Skangman, let's go back to him, who's currently leading this race. Skangman, I believe at one point was on the podium in Australia. He spun at turn 12 and he was out with only a couple laps left. Canada, which Alex, I believe you joined me for, he was running, I think, either P1 or 2, and then also, again, spun and was out of the race. Actually, I don't think he was out of the race, and he just had damage and needed to pit, which really affected him. But now we actually see...
Sorry to interrupt you, bud, but there seems to be a battle for P3 as Sinister, Danny Lynch, and OriginalBlazerz are extremely close to each other.
Oh, Sinister has front wing damage.
Ooh.
I just saw that there. Did he pick that up when Blazers hit him, got past him? Because I believe there was a bit of contact there. As XRTG gets a 3-second penalty.
Multiple warning.
But yeah, I don't know what's happened to Sinister. He's lost 2 positions in the last lap. So that is not good for him as he now hits the back of Danny Lynch. Danny Lynch is up quite a bit here. As we now have yellow flags in sector 2. And what was I just saying about Skangman? No!
No. Wavi is now pulling up to 2.8 seconds.
Luckily, he doesn't have damage. He just needs to keep it clean. Of course, as I was just saying,
10 laps.
As I was just saying, Skangman, he's quick, but his consistency doesn't do well for him. As he does actually come into the pits, even though he didn't have damage, he's in the pits. Maybe for those mediums, maybe he's going on to the soft tires.
15 laps in on those mediums. It is going to take him quite far down.
Blazers now also getting P2 and Danny Lynch getting P3. Sinister is actually in the pits as well for that front wing damage. What a race it's been, though.
Finally got. Toxic has got.
Left.
What has he got this penalty for?
Oh, Caesar missed. Now actually getting past Sean Mack. Oh, there was contact.
Toxic retires. Oh, that is contact as they go in to the pits. Oh, and Caesar retires
from the race as well. That is not good. What brought out the safety car?
I have clipped that contact from Caesar, by the way.
Yeah, it's fine. I got it on the stream.
Yeah.
But another safety car. You know who this will help?
XR2G and Ferrari.
His teammate, Skangman, who's literally just pitted onto the softs.
Oh, that is so lucky for him.
Yeah, this was really good timing. So he'll be wanting to kind of close the gap up to the guys under the safety car, as we now see the 2 guys in front of him also diving into the pits probably. Sorry, 3 guys in front of him. So he will retake the lead of this race. But they will be on fresher, soft tires. This is going to be a shootout for P1.
Indeed it is.
This is going to be
as Skangman slows down for Delta.
But Wavy actually has got the lead of the race. Wavy got out the pits before Skangman could get past them, but Skangman's past them. And no, sorry, I think he just outbraked himself.
The server.
Has he? He was not having a fun time
Toxic
anyway.
Was happy with that.
Hey, well, at least we have Samuel a seat.
Yeah, we do. We do.
By the way, do you like my message? Oh, Toxic Alfie has left the server. I wonder if it was Alex or Derp that scared them off.
Ooh, the train is all catching up behind the safety car now.
That tends to be what happens under safety cars, Alex.
I know, but I'm just trying to say that they're all catching up now.
Of course, SDK Esport Team supporting their boy Rodri in the chat. Jack, thank you for the follow.
Finally.
Finally, I don't think that's... No, that's not the Jack you're thinking of.
My bad.
It's Jack
so sorry.
1Z7.
No. Thanks for the follow, mate.
Yeah, cheers.
Enjoy the stream. As everyone is finally catching up, as Ferrari is now gone from 1 minute and 10 behind to being 36 seconds behind, stuck in the train, just wanting to get past everyone so then he can finally go into the back of the train.
Okay, oh yeah, of course, Ferrari will be looking to unlap himself here. I'm surprised the safety car hasn't actually let lapped cars go.
I mean, realistically, he should be able to just go.
Yeah, the safety car usually does let the lapped drivers pass, but I don't know why it's not doing it here.
Oh, Jack has told me Alfie just can't be bothered.
Yeah, that's what he said in the chat.
That is true. Oh, Jack has gone down. And Sean has a drive-through.
What have you done to
Oh,
your
I
mic?
didn't even notice that.
Are you underwater?
He has a drive-through penalty. That is so unfortunate for him.
Yeah, that's for, I think, driving a speeding.
That'll probably take him all the way down.
Mate, what have you done to your mic? Alex, your mic, it's sounds like you're underwater. You might want to unplug and replug.
Safety car doesn't look like it will be coming in anytime soon.
I don't think Alex can hear me.
Ferrari has now gone back to being 1 minute behind.
I need to go message him. Alex.
And Ben is going quiet.
Fix it. Jesus, Alex. Oh, it's Alex says Ben's gone quiet, but no, Ben's talking the whole time. It's him that can't hear me.
My headset went out. Oh,
but no, it's fine. I could still hear you. It's just you couldn't hear me.
Oh.
Ferrari still hasn't been let go.
If he can hear us in the stream, he should be able to just drive past everyone.
No, because it would come up the top of the screen saying that lap cars are allowed to go past, but I don't know why it's not letting him past.
I'm not going to read what Caesar's just put into chat. Hold on a minute, I'm just going to mute.
Ooh, Jack! Jack hits XRTG and both of them get 5-second penalties. XRTG's not going to be too happy with Jack now. So come on, safety car should be in this lap. Yes, it is. Safety car is in this lap. So Wavy will control the pace from now on up until the safety car restart line. So it's going to be a shootout for P1 between Wavy, Skangman, OriginalBlazerz, Danny Lynch even there, Sinister, James, Rodri. All of these guys going to be battling for the podium positions. This is going to be a good one. Is now, where is Wavy going to go? Where is he going to start pushing? And he's going now. He's going early. It's Skangman sticking with him. Skangman gets a good restart as well. Blazerz not so much, falling a second behind the two of these guys. But now he's actually clawed it back to 9/10 gap. Danny Lynch also falling back a second from OriginalBlazerz. And then Skangman, here comes Skangman looking for a move up to turn 3. Doesn't get it done. But Wavy does go wide.
XRTG looks like he has a 8-second time penalty. A little tap during the safety car.
Yeah, of course, safety car penalties are not fun whatsoever. But with Skangman all over the back of Wavy, looking for a way past. Can Wavy keep P1 or can Skangman take him here? McConkey gets past his teammate for P9. The Haas cars both back into the points. Further back, we've got Rodri looking for a way past Sinister. Danny Lynch is kind of on his own in P4 right now. As we see, OriginalBlazerz get past Skengman. A Skengman spun!
Oh no, Skengman, no!
Either he had contact with Blazers around the last corner or he spun. Rodri now at P5. Danny Lynch in the podium now as well.
It looks like as if Sean Mack is leaving the server as well. I don't think he is happy with how the server is going, with how clean people are. But some of this could have been just incident reports, as McConkey is now trying to battle for that crucial P8 and P7. Crucial
P8 and P7? I thought you were going to say like crucial P2 or something. But no, Wavy is now... OriginalBlazerz, sorry, will be wanting to kind of stick within the 1 second of Wavy in these last couple laps to try and put up a challenge for P1. As we now see Sinister coming under pressure from SDK Rodri, who's right behind him, looking for a way past into P5. OriginalBlazerz now taking the fastest lap from... sorry, Danny Lynch taking fastest lap from Blazers, and I think Wavy had it before them.
His DRS is now available. James B gets a 105.8.
That is a good lap from him. But now we actually see Danny Lynch closing up the gap to OriginalBlazerz. This is going to be a really good last few laps, so stick around.
As McConkey finally takes over Jack. As Jack is now moving down the grid, going into P10. But it looks like a very side-by-side thing, with a bit of contact with James there. I feel like my headset is gone.
No, it hasn't. I'm just not talking.
Okay. Phew. I don't know who that is. It's joined. As Wavi gets a 105.7. As he is now P1 in this race. Looking
yes, of course,
very
James B
happy for
gets past Jack into P9.
Rodri is looking for a very good P4 for his teammates and for his actual league itself. How are we looking for tyres?
Everyone's fine. Except maybe Remix. But no, sorry, there's 3 laps left, he's fine. Everyone's fine on tyres. Maybe Ferrari, but I don't know how bad tyre dag is around here.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone is going to need pits, as there is only 3 laps to go in this Grand Prix.
Yeah, of course, Blazers trying really hard to close the gap to Wavy to try and take the lead of this race. This is like this is like the real life race earlier.
Extremely close.
Apart from it being Verstappen trying to catch Hamilton, it's a racing point trying to catch a Red Bull. But this should be interesting, as how Danny Lynch falls 2 seconds behind these guys. These guys are really pulling away. Of course, OriginalBlazerz will have DRS on Wavy. He's got 2 laps and a half to capitalize on the DRS. Both these guys just need to keep it clean.
Rodri is really wanting to get this crucial, well, not really crucial, this P4 for his actual server that he's in, as well as for this server.
I've got no clue what you're on about, but okay. I think you're on about the SDK lot, who a bunch of them are actually in Div 1. Rodri was originally in Div 1 as well, but decided to drop down to Division 2. It's now Blazers is within 2/10 coming down turn 1. This is going to be a really good last 2 laps.
Just need to make sure that Wavi and the Red Bull doesn't go wide off the track just to let Blazers past. Oh, there seems to be a battle between McConkey and XRTG as James now pulls past him.
Yep, James got both of them there, did he?
No, I think McConkey was just like a couple of seconds behind, but now it's looking like very, very close here. As now James is pulled away from all of these drivers.
But look at this, Skangman's now on the back of Rodri. But we need to go take a look back at the battle for the lead of this race as we now come around the final corner to go on to the final lap. Blazers has got maybe 3 more chances to try and get past here with DRS. 1 into turn 1, 1 into turn 3, and then 1 into turn 4. He doesn't get it done to turn 1. He might be too far back to get it done to turn 3. Yes, he will be. Unless he sets an almighty dive bomb down the inside. Which he won't. He's trying to break as late as he can, and he does tap his rear there.
A little bit of contact, but no damage is done.
But that will affect Blazer's time as soon as he gets past Rodri for P4. Blazer's pushing really hard to try and get this P1 here. But Wavy, I think, has secured this.
As he does have more overtake than Blazers at the moment. So I feel like he will be using that along the final straight, as there's a yellow flag of, I believe that is Rodri, who has got a yellow flag there.
But anyway, now coming around the final corner to win PMB Division 2 Round 1 here in Austria. It's the Red Bull of Wavy, and then behind him, OriginalBlazerz and Danny Lynch finishing off the podium.
What a spectacular race from everyone here.
Yes, really, really good race, although we do need to find 2 new drivers now.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Although I think we have had a couple join. And now XRTG drops down to P9 due to an unserved penalty. Jack comes home in P10. I think he was leading the race at one point as well. And then Remix comes home in P11. Right, if you want to go like run down, if you actually no, never mind. I'm not going to leave you yet.
This has been an extremely good race for everyone here.
Yes, this has been really, really eventful. As I get an achievement for spectating an online race. Whoa! Yes, thank you. I know, I'm great. I know, I get achievements all the time. And now we see Wavy taking the top step. Alex, I will leave you here. Thank you for joining me today. I will speak to you in a moment.
Alright.
Well, yes, what a good race we had today. Lots of incidents that the stewards got to deal with, but what really close racing. Lots and lots of close racing. Those last few laps were really close. I will give you a rundown of the final order. 1-0 game score, yeah, sure. It's not a new account, but yeah, sure. Wavy takes P1 from OriginalBlazerz, and Danny Lynch finishes off the podium. McLaren is Sinister, then Skangman, then Rodri, James B, McConkey, XRTG, and then Jack rounds out the top 10. And then below there, 3 people, of course, finishing outside the top 10, actually finishing the race. Remix, Sean Mack, and then Ferrari. And then outside of the, not finishing the race for 4 drivers, Caesar Mist, Toxic Alfie, and Pama. And Samuel Harvey. That's the wrong thing. I need the Div 2 color. So, thank you everyone for joining me today, and thank you to Alex, who of course was doing comms with me. And well done to all of our drivers. We will see you on Tuesday for the Division 1 race, and I believe actually Jensen will be joining me for that one. So yeah, I've got a really good one to look forward to. Of course, Derp Ghost won last time out, followed by his teammate Reese Hurd, and then I think it was Jake. No, or it was Chloe. I can't remember. It was one of the others. But I will see you lot next time. Of course, Tuesday, 7:15. I will see you then.